IPA is the most popular style of craft beer in America. But what is IPA and why is it so popular? Don't be bitter, because we'll be covering all that and more in today's episode of Craft Course. So what do the letters IPA actually stand for? Well, while these days you're about as likely to see it written out as you are Kentucky Fried Chicken instead of KFC, it's actually an acronym for India Pale Ale. But what does that actually mean, and why that instead of something more snappy and descriptive like Super Happy Bitter Hoppy Beer, for example? The most confusing part of the term India Pale Ale for many people is actually that first word, India. But to clear up some of that confusion, the style is actually not from India, but rather from England. During colonial rule of India, British administrators wanted access to all the comforts and amenities that they were used to from home. And if you know anything about the British, you know that beer was one of them. But without access to any local breweries, all that beer had to be imported from the homeland. Now, the biggest issue there is that India, England, they're a long, long way away from each other. So even with the rise of the burgeoning pale ale style, it took a while to get from here to there. With the average boat trip between England and India lasting anywhere from 4 to 6 months, beer needed to be able to last a really long time without spoiling. This was especially true in warmer regions where prior to modern sanitization, there was always the risk of the beer going sour before anyone had the chance to consume it. So what was the solution? Add a ton of hops. Hops don't only make beer bitter, but also have natural antimicrobial properties that made them perfect for getting beer from here to there over long distances. With India being the largest market for those types of beers, the name India Pale Ale was coined and has kind of stuck around ever since. So what can you expect if you see a beer called an IPA on a beer menu? Well, they're bitter, unless they're not, and they tend to be pale in color, unless they're not, and they tend to be in that middle-high range of alcohol content, unless they aren't. You see, these days as beer has evolved, IPA has become less of a style and more of a family of styles, with one key thing in common. The hops take center stage. And boy, is it a big family. There's English IPAs and West Coast IPAs, New England IPAs and black IPAs. So if you're at a bar and you see an IPA, just know that that means the hops are going to be front and center and the focus of the beer. Aside from that, never hesitate to talk to the staff at the establishment, and usually they're going to be able to point you in the right direction as far as expectations are concerned. But go ahead, expand your palate, and give something new a try. Till then, thanks for tuning in, stay safe, and stay positive. Craft Course was filmed at Sugar Creek Brewing Company in the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm Aaron Gore, our producer is Ernest Stevenson, and if you're looking for more great content, check us out online at www.beerwith.me. Cheers! Had to work on it. I'm actually good at tongue twisters, I just can't talk, normally. In particular, a style that was popular was the burgeoning pale ale style out of Burton-upon-Trent. And, sorry, that just got distracted. I got distracted. Yeah, I know. Yep. White IPAs, red IPAs, session IPAs, double IPAs, triple IPAs, wood-aged IPAs, brut IPAs, rye IPAs. I think I got them all. I missed a few on that too. Sour IPAs, fresh hop IPAs, wet hop IPAs, which aren't the same thing. So many damn IPAs.